Hello, once again it's Monday, and so it's time to share another Good to Know Monday tip with you. Today's Good to Know Monday tip is the result of a negative experience I recently had with Google Ads support. As I've said, a living the dream experience can be both good and bad, depending on what we choose to make the experience mean. I'm confident that my bad experience is going to benefit anyone who's considering using YouTube to advertise or market their business. Normally, I would include this as a living the dream experience in my video journal, but I recently made the decision to do these kind of videos as a Good to Know Monday tip, and this one I feel meets the criteria that it must be something that helps and or protects those of you who are or will be using this form of internet advertising and marketing going forward. So, here's my experience. Let me say up front that Google Ads is a great company and a great benefit to those doing online marketing, but they are not perfect. Recently, I recorded, and uploaded a YouTube video ad to help advertise my coaching business. I went into my Google Ads account and I set up an in-stream video ad with all its ad spend settings, its audience demographics and keyword settings, etc. In addition, I also had received a card in the mail from Google that was a $150 credit coupon that I could use towards any ad spend that I might do in my ads. And so I wanted to use it to discount my ad cost this time. Now this is where things went sideways. I contacted Google Ads support, and let me say that I'm probably going to do another Good to Know Monday tip video on the topic of how to get a Google Ads team member on the live phone call with you and do it easily. Otherwise, you can take hours to get a hold of them. Anyway, that will be for another Monday. So, the gal I was able to get on a call with me explained what I needed to do to use the coupon I received. But then she said, let me go ahead and save you some time and stress. I'll set that up for you, okay? And so I said, sure, thanks. And I never gave it another thought. This happened to take place on the 1st of January, and later in the month, I had an issue with my ad, and so I contacted Google Ads support team once again, following the steps I learned on how to have a live call with these folks. And the person that came on the chat with me called me up on the phone, like I said, and he sent me a link so we could be on the call together and he could see my computer screen while I had my Google Ads account already opened up. After he helped me with the question that I had on my ad, I asked him where to go on my Google Ads account to view my coupon so I could make sure my $150 was being credited and that they were recognizing it. Well, I just wanted to see how everything was working, in other words. Well, he told me, let's go ahead and look at it up in your billing up there. He said, oh my goodness, it looks like there isn't a coupon or credit showing up in your account for that $150 coupon that you say you had. Anyway, to make a long and painful story short, he then said, let's go ahead and find the code for the credit Tanya said she set up for you, and let's register it. Well, with a little looking while he was still on the phone, I found the code listed in an email that Tanya had sent me to an email I never use, and so I didn't see it until I went really searching for it. So I gave the code to him, and he added it to my account, and then a few seconds later, I refreshed, and there I saw it in my billing, ready to go. But it was now the 20th of January, and my ad had been running for 20 days. And he said that it's now registered and would be used as a credit going forward. Or so I thought. The rep said that the credit was good until the 21st of February. But I later found out that that wasn't really quite how things worked. The bottom line here is that I didn't find out until it was too late exactly how Google applies these kind of credits or coupons to your bill. Here's how it works, and make note. The $150 coupon is not credited towards your ad spend that you incur before and during the 30-day window of that coupon period, which is a 30-day period from the time you register it until 30 days later. Your credit is only credited towards your ad spend that happens after the 30 days are over. So be careful to watch this. Otherwise, you may end up owing Google hundreds of dollars and not even been able to use your credit towards your bill yet. Here's what they didn't explain or tell me. Whatever ad spend I incurred during the 30 days of the coupon period, which in my case was from January 20th, even though I had spent from January up till then, the day I finally registered the coupon, all the way through the 21st of February was my out-of-pocket cost. In other words, all of January and up to the 21st of February was all my cost. It isn't until after those 30 days are over that the credit can be applied to costs that occur after the 30-day period. In other words, keeping it simple, I couldn't just incur $300 during those 30 days where I'd pay $150 and Google would credit $150. That's not how it works. Everything I incurred during the 30-day period, coupon period, was my expense out of pocket, period. I should have waited until after that 30 days was up to use the credit going forward, but I didn't find that out until I had already incurred another $178 in February. And so I had to pay $302 incurred in January and the extra $178 incurred in February before the 21st of February. My goodness, that was $478. I stopped the ad on the 13th of February thinking, man, this is not feeling comfortable. And afterwards, I learned that I should have waited until after February 22nd, which is the end of the 30-day coupon period, before I even started the ad again. Only until after the 30 days were up, or the 22nd of February, did my $150 credit is able to apply to covering any new costs incurred after the 22nd of February. The $150 credit only kicks in after the 30-day coupon period. Everything I incurred before and during those 30 days is and was my cost, which, like I said, was now $478. And then after the coupon period, or the 21st of February came around, anything I spend in ad spend that adds up to the $150 would then be covered by the coupon. I'm sure glad I paused the ad. Otherwise, I could have been liable for more than $600 in ad spend and never have received a single penny of the credit. Bottom line, the way they explained it to me was very confusing and possibly misleading, or I guess I should say was very tricky to understand. And there were 3 people who explained it to me, and I still didn't understand it. And that's why I wanted to share this experience with you. And yes, I still call it a living the dream experience, even though it was negative. To be clear, I'm still going to get the $150 of free ad spend credits to go towards what I've incurred at ad spend from the 22nd of February to the 28th of the end of the month. But I still had to pay over $478 before I could get it. So if you get such a coupon or credit offer in the mail or sent to you by email, be sure to register it through your Google Ad account page first. And make sure you do it on the 1st of the month, and then go into your billing and make sure it shows up in your Google Accounts billing page before you even enable or run your ad. That date, the 1st, becomes the day the 30-day coupon period starts. Any ad costs incurred during those 30 days, that 30-day period, is your cost. You then need to watch things so that you can only incur what you know you can afford and want to spend out of pocket during that month. And let's say that amount you set was $150. Once you incur $150 in ad spend, pause the ad and wait until after that remaining 30 days of that coupon period is up, which should be the 1st of the following month. You then can enable your ad once again and start running it, and make sure that you only incur the $150 in additional ad spend during those first 30 days of the second month, and the $150 in coupon credits will cover that $150. But if you incur more than that $150 after the 22nd of February like I did, you'll be responsible for the overage in out-of-pocket cost. I hope I didn't say that too fast. This is my opinion. But I think Google knows that people will not think to pause their ad and wait until after the 30-day coupon period is over and then restart their ad to get the credit started. That's how they get people to spend way more on advertising than they might have wanted to in the beginning. I hope this has been helpful to you. I certainly won't make this mistake myself with any additional coupons that I might get going forward. If you have any questions on the topic of Google coupons or credits, shoot them to coachb@livingthedreamcoaching.com, and I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. Now, before I go, let me ask you something. What's your mentor or business coach? Do you have one? If you don't have one, I would be extremely honored to be your coach. I created a virtual coaching program called Living the Dream Coaching that I want to invite you to become a member of, and the community of entrepreneurs that has started to grow. It's especially for beginner entrepreneurs just like you, but will still be very helpful for all kinds of business owner entrepreneurs. It's how we can all succeed together. This is a fabulous way where we can address challenges, we can work on goals, or we can do many different ways of coaching. We have live group Zoom coaching, individual private coaching, and even online chats on the phone with me personally. There's also hours and hours of video step lessons and other powerful content that I created just for you. So when you're ready to leverage what you're learning from my podcast and these Good to Know Monday tips and take them and the knowledge you've gained to the next level, please come and check out my Living the Dream Coaching website at livingthedreamcoaching.com. Anyway, until next Monday, I wish you continued success. Goodbye.